Alright everyone, so this here is Silpheed for the Sega CD. Our goal here is to beat the game, and the quest has been submitted by Dark Hero TTV.
Unidentified spacecraft inbound from Delta Line, Area 3. Number unknown, but
Here we go.
all Silpheed squadrons scramble immediately. Repeat, scramble now. Squadron 207, scramble now. Rendezvous with squadrons 279 and 333. Take position for intercept mission. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
You really need to repeat that something is not a drill. Stage 01. It always strikes me as a bit weird. Oh my! Depth. Wait, so two buttons that shoots. Oh man. Oh Jesus. Okay, this is actually really cool.
Missiles coming in fast. Intercept systems to emergency code. Quick.
Brute forced it. Oh man, I can go so far. They just wiped out our planet. Jesus, there's so much going on.
Defense fleet destroyed. Still 8 in action.
I'm taking quite a lot of damage actually.
In the beginning, the universe was created.
Sakura.
This made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
It's a bit disorienting with everything that keeps moving. But it's still really cool. Epilepsy of the game? Kind of, yeah. Oh, Tara! Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome back as one of the privileged citizens of Gechtenstein. Very much appreciated.
In the year of 3076, an unmanned Solar Space Force fleet suddenly started to attack the colony planets. The Greason system, the central photon computer that integrates and controls the whole galaxy network on the mother planet, Earth, was network jacked by an unknown terrorist group.
Sup, Rouge?
The leader of the terrorists solemnly introduced himself as Zakarte. The survivors of the Galaxy Union and the colony planet's fleet assembled all their forces to strike at Zakarte. 64 light years lay across their way to the solar system. After drastic restructuring and the addition of reinforcements to the tactical fighter spacecraft, the SA-77 Silpheed, their last resort, the remaining fleet began the counterattack. Their destination? The mother planet, Earth.
Forward beam. Wide beam or forward beam? I'm usually a wide beam type of person. So far, this game's really cool. I haven't played like depth-wise shmups like this. Oh my. Okay, that's definitely not what I expected the side beam to do. I expected the classical cone attack, you know, not the frantic thingy on the side. Oh Jesus, these rocks are dangerous. Oh Jesus. This is basically Star Fox. Kind of. It moves faster. Much faster than Star Fox does. But in a lot of ways it's very similar, yeah. It's also much harder to like see what's actually going on compared to Star Fox. Star Fox is very good at communicating what's going on the screen. This game though, there's just so much stuff everywhere. Jeez. I think my hitbox is actually incredibly small. But then the hitboxes of these rocks are incredibly large. Came out much earlier? Oh, okay. Otherwise it felt like it was inspired heavily by Star Fox. Or maybe it was heavily inspired by the Super Nintendo game. Oh Jesus. So forward beam. Apparently it's the other way around. Oh. Anti-matter bomb. I wonder if taking side weapons is a bad idea here. Maybe we should just go full on forward. Then take a bomb. Star Fox is inspired by this. Huh. What do you know? I got a limited amount of options, I assume. It's a weird choice of name, because options are generally the side ships in shmups, not like bombs. And the Sega CD is such a weird console, really. It lives in this like weird middle space between cart-based systems and not cart-based systems. Oh jeez. Because if I recall correctly, the Sega CD is basically just an add-on to the Genesis. The entire like add-on system that they used to have like every console generation up until like PS2, though PlayStation never really did it. thankfully. Like a lot of the other systems had these really weird like add-ons thingies. Got him. Ah, these are difficult. Shit, they're taking so much damage. The stages are pretty short, actually. Oh, that's... This is not what I expected as a boss encounter. Engine failure. There's too many of them. No. Just like that? Oh, jeez. Polygon test. You know, Twitch has become so big and Twitter plummeted so much in popularity that they basically have the same view count popularity. What? Wait, really? Damn, I thought Twitter was massive. I had no idea. I thought Twitter were like super large. Damn. How come so many people, like politicians and stuff, spend so much time on Twitter then? That's really interesting. This side beam shit is really not what I wanted. I was tricked. I wonder... should be streaming Fortnite instead. Sure should. I wonder how big LinkedIn is. Like in comparison to Twitter. Because that's like a platform I can't really... Like some people seems to treat it just like social media. Like posting about going on vacations and shit. Posting photos and stuff. It's so weird. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know if those lasers actually hurt you or if they're just for show. Yeah, I guess these side beams actually do quite a bit of difference. Hell, I was doing good up until that point.
There's too many of them.
Yeah, there really is far too many of them around here. Shit, this segment is so hard. Shit. It is really hard to see. No! All the major social media lost in popularity. Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, and Twitter. But they're growing? Or something like that, right? Stage 3 was hard. Really damn hard. Alright, so one thing this game does pretty bad is actually communicating what's going on. Because I seem to have a lot of trouble distinguishing what's my bullet, what is enemy bullets, and what is enemy explosions. It's really hard to keep track of at times. Really, really hard. These blue bullets, or the missiles, also look so different from everything else that it's really hard to spot them. Twitch is bigger than Pornhub. What? Alright, I did not expect that.
There's too many of them.
Yeah, there is too many of them. God damn it. Wait, what happened? I didn't manage to down it. God damn it, got away. Pornhub is actual competition. Fair enough. It does. Twitch's competition is... Wait, they don't refill your shield? Man, that's so BS. God damn it, why do you do stuff like this, Sega? Come on. Okay, this stage here is really damn cool. But it's really hard to see what's going on. A lot of the time, it's so damn hard. Yeah, I know, they don't really exist. Oh, and you have Facebook gaming as well. Or whatever that's called. God damn it! Spotting these towers is so hard. Man, these environments are so damn cool. I wish I had more time to look at them. There's just so much shit going on. Are they playing FMVs in the background, or what is actually going on? I doubt they can 3D render stuff at this speed. There's no way. There's gotta be like an FMV movie just playing in the background. There's so much crap moving on screen at the same time.
Watch out for the cannon.
God damn it. I know he said watch out for the cannons, but I didn't see the cannon at that time.
Proceed with caution.
Okay, the amount of bullshit they're throwing at you right now is pretty annoying. So this is incredibly cool. That's gonna shoot. Yeah, it's indeed a bullet hell, but damn, the technology here is impressive. The technology is really impressive that enables this. It's really hard though. Like there's so much going on, which makes it really difficult to actually see the stage. Which is something of a problem, I must say. That's rarely a good thing. There's so much cool shit going on that I can barely see what I'm supposed to see.
Watch out for the cannon.
No, I never played Bomb Raider. These things that comes from behind, that's really a thing that shmups should think so many times about. Having enemies spawn behind you. I think that's like extra special BS a lot of the time.
Proceed with caution.
Oh. God damn it. Bing's gaining a lot of popularity. I think that's because people are getting more and more hostile towards Google, really. People are starting to like realize that.
Approaching. Attack and destroy.
Fucking.
Game over.
It's on by default to ping bing.com. So that's a cheap way of getting your statistics up. I'm pretty sure I haven't played this Goro. I have no recollection of having played it at least.
Watch out for the cannon.
There's so much bullshit going on this stage, really. Also, so if I am to talk about criticism about this game, it's your gun deals too little damage. Even on like standard enemies, I just can't take them down. It seems like most of the time they take 2 or 3 hits before going down. That's really hard to deal with if every enemy can take 2 or 3 hits. Still really damn cool though, this game. I have no idea how you're supposed to dodge those cannons there. I think Sharpie's far better at shmups than I am, though. Just keep that in mind. He's actually really good at them, despite what he says.
Warning, warning, large craft approaching. Attack and destroy.
Oh shit, there's obstacles on the boss fight. Man, there's so much stuff going on underneath me. Die, damn it! Jesus Christ, this thing can take a lot of damage. Shit, that thing took stupid amounts of hits. There's just normal and hard. There's nothing else. "12 stages. Polygon test. What? That's pretty cool. Exactly, you're a normie or you're a gamer. Oh.
Good luck, gentlemen. Let's go.
I wonder if one of the reasons why Bing is so big is also because it's the default search engine in Microsoft's browsers, and they come pre-installed. Oh, thank you, Frush. I think that's among the nicest things you've said to me.
Intercept systems to emergency code. Quick.
The game starts off so easy as well.
Evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvers. Laser switching.
starts off like just being a really cool 3D shooter. At like stage 4, it's super difficult all of a sudden.
Defense fleet destroyed. Still 8 in action.
Like, I know Microsoft has a lot of Office deals. I don't know if they lock in your browser, but I mean, maybe they do. I know some companies don't want you to log in with Google on your work computer. Like log in with Chrome and stuff.
In the year of 37...
Who? Google or Microsoft? It's kind of the same, really. All of them. All of them. Oh yeah, shit, this stage. Yeah, standard ships definitely have too much health in this game. A lot of the standard ships takes like 2-3 hits to kill. That's far too many given how many they throw at you.
Evasive maneuver. Evasive maneuver. Laser switching.
But yeah, their FMV tech in the background here is really damn impressive. Also how you like, when you fly forward, you really like see the depth effect. It is really cool. Really, really well done. Ah, shit.
Turn left. Turn left.
Ah. Yeah, that's actually really...
Turn right.
It makes me really glad to hear that social media is dropping in popularity. I don't think it's good for the general public to have access to that. I also read somewhere that it was like a social... It's not called an anthropologist. What do you call them? Like a social commenter or whatever you want to call it. Sociologist, maybe? Anyway, they talked about social media affects politicians and like people in official positions and makes them prioritize stuff that seems important. Because a small minority chats a lot about it on social media. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a big like public interest in these topics. It's just that a few people with a lot of followers that are very active might spark what seems like a lot of interest, but it's not necessarily like genuine interest. I thought it was an interesting thought. Someone's really digging the social discussion here. Why do I get different beams? This time we got the phalanx beam and the forward beam. EMDs. Sure, I guess. I remember that I wanted a lot of like wideness on this stage. Man, the phalanx beam sucks. Maybe it deals more damage though. Hope at least. Seems to at least. Kev Larsen or Kevlar Zen? An interesting question. Damn. Man, I shouldn't have taken that destroy. Better to keep them around since there's a lot of enemies on screen. So damn. It's Kev Larsen. Alright, then we know. Although I thought Kevlar Zen was kinda cool as well. Okay, this new beam deals a lot more damage than the regular one. Because we couldn't take that big enemy down last time at all. That section is so difficult. And this entire section is stupidly difficult.
There's too many of them.
It really is. There's so many enemies here. Shit. We're hurt. Oh wow, some kind of shield. Yeah, that's definitely a Death Star trench run. The fuck is this? Auto aiming? Sure. Gravity bombs. 28-2. Is that a unicorn in front of a heart? Or a penis? Or it's a missile? I don't know. Interesting. I might go with a penis. A penis and a pair of butt cheeks. Maybe. And I love me some auto-aim cannons. They're always the best in shmups. Oh shit! I completely forgot about the laser cannons. Though the auto-aimer is pretty shit for the most part. It's a unicorn in a heart. Oh, okay. The auto-aimer doesn't seem to do that much most of the time. More me working my ass off to dodge stuff. Because the auto-aimer seems to like shoot next to... Oh, it only shoots when I'm really close, maybe? I don't think the 86 version was this impressive. It's just based off of a PC-88 version, or PC-88 game. I don't think the actual... That part is so bullshit. I don't think the actual PC-88 version played like this. But then, like, this must have been pretty mind-blowing at its time. I have no idea how to dodge that either. This must have been pretty mind-blowing at its time.
Warning, warning, aircraft approaching. Attack and destroy.
What? What does this thing even do? God damn it, it's impossible to see the towers. I move too fast. I move far too fast. Did I like the auto tracker? I don't know. Or do I go with a phalanx beam? Let's go with the phalanx. Graviton bomb. 86 version. How much to get glove shmups? I don't know. Enough. Just enough. No! Come on. Everything is hits. Really? It's like the game is just following me right now. I really thought these gravity bombs would deal more damage. What do they even do? Oh, they block bullets? That's what they do.
Watch out for the cannon.
They don't hurt ships, they just block bullets. Huh. I think, at least. Or not even that? I don't get it. I really don't get what this thing does. It looked like it blocked bullets, but only sometimes. But it didn't block bullets all the time, just sometimes. Like, I agree, it's really good if that's really what it does. Energy 28.27.0. Bullets but not lasers? I mean, maybe. But it's really hard to decide what's what when everything is moving this fast. It is really hard to decide. It does definitely block some of these, but only once it's like exploded, it seems like. The annoying part about the games like this is once you start losing your focus, you're just...
Watch out for the cannon.
it's so hard to come back.
Watch out for the cannon. Proceed with caution.
That part is so difficult to get by. There's one more area up here that's also nigh impossible to dodge out of. Unless you really, really know where to position yourself, apparently.
Warning, warning. Large craft approaching. Attack and destroy.
Yeah. It was kind of what we expected then. It's just that I wasn't even close to the pillar there. I think. I don't think I was close to colliding with it. There's just too much going on here. With the boss in itself, and the environment, and all of the projectiles he's shooting out. It's too much. The game is cool and all, but it wants too much. Really unfortunate. But it makes it it's almost impossible to see what's going on. I need to watch like 3 places at once. I didn't get anything now? No.
Watch out for the cannon. Watch out for the cannon. Proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution. I have no idea where you're supposed to position yourself there to not get hit, because there's a pillar in the middle and there's 2 big lasers. I don't really know where they want you to position yourself. This is stage 4. I wasn't even close to that pillar. Come on.
Game over.
We're never getting past this stage. The game just ramped up difficulty so fast. Kind of unfortunate because I'm really like enjoying the core parts of the game, but it got too difficult too fast to really be really fun. It is a really cool game. It really, really is. It's just that it got too difficult too fast. I mean, I'm not beating this, Goro, you know that. If I get stuck at stage 4, come on, be a bit realistic here. How many hours would I need to spend to get to stage 21? I don't say I suffer, it's just... like, suffering is a strong word. There's a long way till I really suffer, but it gets annoying to be stuck doing the same thing over and over. Without, so an important thing when you get stuck in something in games is that the game communicates a way forward. On the topic of not seeing stuff before, yeah, that's kind of what we do. But like, games has to communicate what should I do to get further. That is very important that games communicate, I think. That's kind of where this game is. Like, it left no room for me to like train and become good. It just threw you out on the deep end so fast. And then there's no opening or option left.
Game over.
It really does seem like the auto-aimer works the best when I'm pretty far forward. Like, if I'm far back, it seems to be pretty shitty. But if I'm far forward, it seems to actually do its thing. Goddamn cannons. Better weapon choices. That's also pretty weird that I didn't... Like, I get different weapons on every playthrough. It's pretty cool in a way. as well, though. It's not all bad that it does that, but it makes it really hard. Sometimes you get like weapon setups that are
Watch out for the cannon.
hard to work with.
Proceed with caution.
How do you dodge that? And that part makes absolutely no sense. What's up, Yorkie? That part is so cool when he turns down. I wonder if this is actually like... Is it really a 3D environment that I'm flying over, or is it just like cool as FMV effects?
Warning, warning. Large craft approaching. Attack and destroy.
Attack and destroy. God damn it, these pillars. This part here, when you're like in a narrow corridor and trying to dodge all of this, it's so stupid. Oh.
Name armor.
I doubt it could deal with that much 3D as well.